If you found that your pop-up is happening to get harder and harder over time with your surfing, then you're definitely not alone. And today I want to share one tip as a physiotherapist and a surf coach that you can actually use to self-assess where your limitations of your pop-up might be, which can help you overcome those limitations. One of the things I often see is the pop-up is a little bit easier and more intuitive, especially as we are younger with our surfing. And then over time, we do need to put a little bit more time, energy, and focus into our pop-up to be able to maintain the mobility and the strength that we need. And sometimes it does kind of go beyond our grasp, and we need to know what to do in order to get our pop-up back to feeling strong and reliable. And so one of the big things that we need to do is figure out what of the key four things, these being our pain, strength, mobility, as well as power, and what part of these we need to actually correct to improve our pop-up, because these are the things that typically tend to dwindle down a little bit. And one of the things that happens is we can often find that the pop-up is much easier on land than it is in the water. And this is because on land, we have the ground to actually push our toes off of, the stable surface that can allow that projection for the lower body to come underneath the chest. But in the water, we don't have that same stable surface, and sometimes we can't even use our toes at all. And so what I want you to do on land is actually try the pop-up, but keep the feet elevated, completely lifted off the floor when you're trying that pop-up. If we find that this is a bit tricky, and if we're catching our knee, this will mean that one of those four problems may be a contributing factor, and they're one of the things that we want to address. It's not just a technique issue. And this is where we want to try and provide ourselves some strengthening of those key areas. Those can be hip flexors, core, glutes, these areas, or if it's a mobility problem, addressing that as well. Our pop-up rehab program is well and truly up and running now. It's an 8-week program to get people from where they are now to making sure they can pop up much more confidently and reliably, similar to maybe how they used to. As a physio and a surfer myself, it's something I'm really, really passionate about helping people with. So if you did want to check that out at all, then feel free to take a look through the website. It has everything, all the information in terms of what's included in the program. And if you want to as well, I'm super happy to jump on a call either via phone, WhatsApp, or whatever to have a bit of a chat with you to see if it's something that you might be interested in and maybe how we can help. Otherwise, just send me through a message and I'm happy to answer any questions there. We'll leave it there, and we'll catch you on the next tip.